Greetings and fist bumps. It's that time of year you've been waiting for. It's the award show of award shows. It's the second annual Raisies. You see, this award show is different than the others. We don't pander to any trending groups. We simply give out awards to the things that deserve to be awarded. Big or small, topical or obscure, basically whatever we find award-worthy, we give it its due. So without further ado, let's get into it. Your hosts for this evening are Mike, Kojo, and Alex. How are you today, gentlemen?
Hello.
Ready to give out some awards.
To deserve
Year two of the Raisies.
Yes, yeah, year two, yeah. Last year it was, we kind of covered a lot of pop culture. This year we just went more random, more obscure. It's basically a year in the making. I had a saved jot note list on my phone for a year. I picked the best of, so.
I think this needs some applause, so. Hey!
I don't think the bike's going to pick that up, but.
It's got to clap into the mic. There it is.
All right. So we don't have Ricky Gervais hosting this for us, so it's just going to be us. Who wants to go first?
You can't roast celebrities.
No, we can't roast the celebrities. Yeah.
Just roast all of humanity.
Yes.
Although I like that one where he says, you're not hard done by, like, you don't know what you're talking about. Just take your award, thank your agent, and get off the stage.
Classic. Ricky Gervais did a service with that monologue.
Yeah.
I think he did it like twice in a row, 2 years in a row, and it got like worse. And then eventually they're like, okay, you can't host this anymore. The celebrities are getting offended.
Yeah.
But anyway, I could go first.
Okay.
We'll start easy. We'll do a little appetizer award here. Can't just give these things away. But my first award goes to the best emoji that nobody ever uses, or at least not to Mike's knowledge or within Mike's circle of friends and family. That award goes to the heart hands emoji.
Heart hands.
Yeah, I have not seen anyone use this, and as far as I know, if a tree falls in the forest and you don't see it, it never fell. So it's the one with like the hand that forms the heart. I found this out this year because I live in a cave apparently, and I just use it for every WhatsApp chat and Instagram message.
Just
I love
annoying
it.
people.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best because, like, I don't know, like nothing against the red heart or all the different colored hearts,
right?
But I like this one.
Yeah,
So,
especially for like the workplace.
That's
I
it.
kind of feel like, I don't know, it feels awkward. I don't know if I should be showing hearts. I just thumbs up on everything.
A thumbs up everything.
Yep.
I do the okie doke.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I will submit that email immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not that anybody really cares, but my hand color for the thumbs up is always Simpsons yellow.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Love the
You
Simpsons.
got to keep it color neutral.
Yeah.
Don't want to offend anyone.
It's simple. It's easy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's inclusive.
Yeah, inclusive.
Yep. For now. Wait till next year.
For now. Yeah. Someone's gonna claim
Someone's
the
gonna be
yellow.
offended by it.
Right.
Thumbs represent an inequality. It's a superior finger.
They're not gonna like the girth of the finger shape. It's
Yeah.
Actually, the
it's
one
not
that
bone density inclusive.
yeah, it's too short. The one that always throws me off is when people say I appreciate you. I'm like, me too. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. I just kind of like, yep.
Thanks.
Like I know it's a
My
compliment,
job.
but I don't. Yeah, it's something that I kind of notice kind of come up more, which I guess is a good thing. People showing appreciation for one another. Yeah, I don't know what the response to that is. I just give them a thumbs up.
I don't think I've encountered that. So maybe people don't appreciate me, or my workplace is different,
It's the former.
or both. Why not both? A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah, probably.
How
It's
do you
usually
even
what it is,
respond to that? How do you
I
respond?
appreciate
Like,
you.
Me too?
I don't know. Actually, here, let's. I got ChatGPT up here. How do you respond to?
There's certain things like, especially like, see you again or something, and then you respond, or good night, and then
Yeah.
you're expecting the person to say like something, and then you respond the other way, like, not the appropriate way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've done that a few times. I think we're all guilty of that.
Like, like
Yeah.
see, you're never gonna see this person ever in your life, and then you're like, see you soon, something like that, or like, see you later,
Oh yeah.
We'll talk soon.
talk soon.
Oh yeah. So
Thanks for my coffee.
ChatGPT says, "Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that. I appreciate your kind words. It means a lot to me. It's really nice to be appreciated. Thank you. I'm grateful for your appreciation. Thank you for letting me know. The feeling is mutual. Thank you for your kind words. I'm happy to be of help. Thank you for recognizing it." ChatGPT is the greatest life hack ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, next award.
got
You're
your
up,
back.
Kojo.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So this one is, so this is the Technology Awards, and I called it the Chatterbox Snitch in Your Pocket Award.
Okay.
And this award goes to WhatsApp.
WhatsApp's a snitch. Okay, how
Think
does
about
it
it, like-
snitch on you?
Okay. So here, now they have what they call the timestamp, and I mean, like, somebody sends you a message, and then it sends the time, and also like when you read the message,
Oh
it tells
yeah.
the person that you've read it. So
I hate
if you're
that.
trying to ignore somebody,
Yeah.
You can't. But apparently there's a way to turn off that function off, so they'll never know. But it looks like you never read the message. You just kind of
Oh,
respond again,
okay.
and the check mark is just gray. But
yeah.
I don't know.
Like, can you imagine like, making an excuse and you're like, oh yeah, my phone died, and it's like, WhatsApp knows your battery power, and it'll let your friend know
Yeah.
that you're ran out of battery.
Oh really?
Shows your life.
Yeah, it's that.
Oh yeah. You can click into like your friend, and it shows their phone status. Yeah, it's
So
not good.
here you go.
Yeah, I recommend turning that function off.
It's like
Then people will just know, okay, nothing personal.
you go
This
into
is
the
them for everyone.
yeah. You go into the settings and it says your friend's wife is on their way home and he's hastily cooking dinner before she arrives. So respond back in an hour.
Just so you know,
FYI.
just passive.
It is a big
Just passive
snitch,
aggressive.
Yeah.
Actually, the Messages app on iPhone recently, they came out with you can mark a message unread. So if you read a text message, you can go back and mark it unread. That way you,
So it would
if you,
would it say read and then later on read?
I don't think Messages has that, to be honest. I think when you text somebody, it just says like, it doesn't see whether they read it or not.
They do have like the two check marks. So if
Oh
it's
no, this
one
is on
check mark,
Messages.
oh,
That's for iPhone.
the iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, WhatsApp.
Yeah, WhatsApp has the
two
check marks.
And it says when you're online too.
Right.
So even if you open WhatsApp and you're talking to someone else,
Oh yeah, and then they start messaging you because they know you're online, and
the
that's
person
so
you're
annoying.
ignoring knows you haven't read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah, I think you're working from home, but you're still at work, right? And then a message comes in, and then I'd like the message from family, right? And then my mom is like, "Oh, you're available," and then she'll call you right away. It's like,
Damn it.
It's like, no, I'm at work.
I'm working. All right. Next award.
yes.
This one's called Biggest Screw Up. This is the biggest
Ooh,
screw up of
we're listening.
2023. So the Canadian Speaker of the House invited a former Nazi as a guest of honor to the House of Commons, which is our parliament building. And he was honored as somebody who fought against the Russians in World War II, not knowing that the side that he was on was the Nazis. Yeah, and that's when President Zelensky came to visit. So, yeah, just made it even more embarrassing when you have a foreign leader as another guest in your House of Commons and you accidentally invite a Nazi when that world leader is Jewish himself. Like
somebody.
Yeah, that's the definition of someone at their job saying, "Yeah, good enough."
Yeah.
You fought the Russians. What else do I need to research? Just give him an award.
Oh,
it's fine. He's alive, right? It's good. It's good. He's breathing. He's old. Who hates old people?
Yeah, I wonder who dropped the
Was
ball
it
on
Nazi?
that one. Yeah. For the record, the Speaker of the House resigned like a week later. It took a long time for him to actually resign. At first, he said he didn't feel that it needed to be resigned, but eventually he did, rightfully so.
Yeah, kind of dropped the ball there, or whoever it was. Maybe it was his assistant, or
just kind of. Yeah.
Maybe just a little more effort when you're giving these things out,
Just there's these they invented these things in the early 2000s. They're called search engines, and it allows you to look things up on the internet.
What if they used AI for this? ChatGPT.
Yeah.
AI with all its faults.
Name a Canadian citizen who.
Yeah. Can you give me a list of Nazis who are currently living in Canada who would like to come visit the House of Commons?
Probably wasn't even that. It was probably something innocent, like, give me a list of old folks who fought Russians in World War II. Like, no more questions. No more questions. That's good enough. All right. Next award. This one is for the best fashion trend that nobody thought would make a comeback, but it did in 2023. This goes to fanny packs.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have seen. They're everywhere now. Everywhere. Also known as satchels or man purses or merces, as the gag from the movie The Hangover goes.
Yeah.
But now you see them everywhere, and personally, I'm all for it. I think they're portable, they're practical, they're pronoun friendly. The more the merrier. It's all good.
I tried very well not to get sucked into it, and then now I have like 3 purses.
Oh wow.
You're all for it too. Hey man.
When I was a kid growing up in the 90s, my dad had one when it was trending back then, and he continued to wear one right up until this year, and he commented, he's like, "Hey, look, I'm trending again."
Nice.
Yeah, so for me, having had to go through that torment as a kid, your parents embarrass you and all the things that your parents do, you just avoid it. They just kind of imprint that you avoid it as an adult. I myself don't have a fanny pack. Yeah, but having said that, they are convenient. If you listen to our travel hacks episode, we did actually shout that out as a travel hack. If you wear one, and if you get a zip tie to kind of hold the buckle together so that way they can't unbuckle it from behind you. Really good travel hack. And then for more travel hacks, check out that episode.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it's great to have all your documents close.
Oh, yeah.
In front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say that you got one, Mike?
I did. I have one as well. It's good for, when you want your pockets a little bit lighter.
I am quietly judging you two right now, so.
It's okay. I don't blame you for not wanting to get one, considering your cultural trauma as a kid. So it's all good.
Yeah, I have one on me all everywhere.
See, the thing is like, as lame as I think it is, Kojo has the ability to pull anything off, so it probably looks good on him.
I'll model it for you, Alex. You you can give me an honest critique.
Yeah, thank you for the compliment. I take it.
Yeah. Like, I've never seen anybody have a matchstick on their wardrobe and actually pull it off. And Kojo had, just like in his cap, he just had a matchstick sticking out of the brim, and it worked.
And you know what? Because people always think I smoke, and I don't.
Because you have matchsticks in your clothing.
No, this is even before. Like I would have all my friends who are smokers, and someone would come and ask me for a light. And I'm like,
Oh.
but the other people are
No
actual
smoke.
smokers, not me. I don't smoke.
I just want to see, like, if you have like a matchstick on your clothing and then you brush up against like a brick wall, it ignites. You're just on fire.
I could get tragic real fast. You need an accessory that's less dangerous.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Toothpick. Just put a toothpick
Just
in your mouth.
toothpick, yeah.
Looks super cool.
Get a
But
little-
I can't pull that
Get a
off.
red marker on the color in the tip. It's basically the same.
Yeah,
thing.
the red. It has to be a red matchstick, not the
Yeah.
black one. Yeah. Fashion statement.
Exactly.
Specifically red. Okay. All right, on to our next award, Kojo.
Yeah. Okay, so this is called the Great Lake Off Showdown Award.
The Great Lake
Um,
of Showdown.
The Great Lake.
Oh, Great Lake.
So this this is a social media challenge, and this is early. I didn't write the date. I think it's 2020. I didn't know about it until this research.
There's no rules in this award
And
show.
apparently, okay, so this award goes to this girl. Her name is Louise. And apparently she's from New Jersey, and she's a TikTok influencer. And she filmed herself licking an airplane toilet seat. Can you imagine this? As a stunt to claim that as a troll during the COVID.
Yeah, I remember
Basically
this,
saying that
yeah.
COVID doesn't exist. And I'm so glad that coronavirus is taking out all the old people, she added. And I hope it takes me out so I never get ugly. Old and ugly. Can you imagine this?
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Mental health is not a joke.
Yeah.
So anyway, the Great Lake Off Showdown Award goes to this
Goes
girl.
to that lady.
She deserves it.
She does.
Like, I won't even lick my own toilet seat.
You gotta try it once. It's
Yeah.
no big deal. How do you know if it's
Apparently
clean?
they're cleaner than you think. Like, they're not. I wouldn't eat off it, or I wouldn't lick it.
Have you
They're
tried
cleaner
it?
than you think. No, I never will.
I know what you're saying, Alec.
Yeah.
Apparently they're cleaner
Then a cutting
after
board.
you clean them.
Apparently.
Yes, the
Right.
things in your kitchen,
Right.
but only after you've cleaned them. Let's
Yeah.
asterisk there.
Yeah.
Not after you've just done your business.
Yeah. Not.
You know, there's so many things that happen on an airplane that you always should have wipes on you. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, the seat in front of you where you can put like your books and stuff like that? People change their babies and then they put the diapers in there.
Ew.
So,
Good to know. Yeah.
yeah, don't put
I think with-
anything.
Yeah.
I think with toilets, like all these cleaning products, they're like industrial grade chemicals, so they just destroy any germs. But then, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how this works. Anyway, next award.
All right. Next award. Most annoying bandwagon, and that's Swifties watching NFL football.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
It's a unanimous one there.
yeah. Probably lost like half our audience. So
This is-
the upside is that the comment section will be
microaggression.
active. Yeah. It
yeah.
they like I mean
It
like
is what it is.
if they actually like genuinely get into football, great,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I hope that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey, I guess his name is, have a long happy relationship together. But man, was it annoying. just trying to watch football, and
man.
like they would cut to see what Taylor Swift is doing every 5 seconds. Like I'm not watching to see what's going on in a private box. I want to see what's going on in the field. I actively don't watch. Like, I don't really care for the Chiefs much, anyways. But I don't hate them. I just,
You're not a football guy.
yeah. But I'm trying to get into it. I just like, but now I have to like avoid a whole team now. It's just.
Well, how many of these Swiftie fans, boyfriends or husbands are losing their minds dealing with all the questions from their partners?
Yeah.
So it's 6 points with a touchdown. Why is the ball oval?
Patrick
So they're
Mahomes guy
kicking
doesn't
it,
seem
but-
any good.
Why the pads? The shoulder pads, are they necessary? Those kind of questions.
Yeah. Why don't they just kick it to themselves?
It's too violent. Shall we jump to the next award?
Yep.
Okay, this one was a no-brainer for me. So this is the award for the phrase that everyone said at least once for the first time in their life in 2023.
Ooh.
That award is, or that phrase is, have you tried ChatGPT?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has said that sentence at least one time.
I think I said
in the
that to
last
you.
year. I've said that back right
Yeah.
back at you, brother. It just is what it is. No need to explain it. Everyone said it this year. Next award.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cut and dry.
So the next one is the Where's My Hoverboard Award.
I'm listening.
So,
Okay.
I mean, there are all these predictions that happened in 1923 about, like, flying cars and all that stuff. And it's 2023, and where's my hoverboard? The hoverboard I was promised keep blowing up in airplanes and things. It's like, you guys heard the news, right? Like, the batteries blow up when it's in midair. So
Yeah, I saw that.
they don't allow, like, hoverboards on airplanes.
They're a hazard to society safety now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, like, why use them on airplanes? It's so random. Just go to your seat and use it when you get off the plane.
Well, it's like, I want to have my hoverboard right next to me so that when I'm passing people, you know how people are always rushing out of the airplane?
Like, you'll just bash into the seat. Just be patient. At least get to your gate first.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say to that.
Alex
Sorry.
is speechless.
Yeah. I thought I had something.
You've
Yeah.
left him stunned.
Okay, so this one's more about the thing I never thought I'd see in Congress award, which is multiple times where several people would be testifying about aliens existing, and some of them would include several government officials, and then there would be the release of videos to go along with it, and Congress would actually be taking it seriously. I don't know if they're just trying to like distract everybody, which is possible, or if it's legit.
What are they plotting?
Yeah, it's just kind of. And then the thing that really surprised me was there was like the usual kind of reaction on social media, but the stock markets weren't really affected. There was no mass panic. There was no run on like the supermarkets and stuff. And I think it's because people were just so desensitized to all like the weird shit that's happened over the last 3 years that when the government came out and said, "Oh yeah, the aliens exist," or "Here's some unidentified flying objects," people were like, "Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, that's normal."
Everyone's just numb.
I like-
this was 2018. People would
Sorry,
be
go ahead.
losing their shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like how they changed the name from UFO to
Oh, yeah.
what is it now?
UAPs.
UAPs.
Yeah,
I
phenomenal.
haven't heard this. What's UAP stand?
Unidentified.
Uni-
UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. Aerial phenomenon.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it might not
There
be
was
an
a funny-
object. It might be a apparition or some shit. I don't know.
A balloon from China.
Right. it's a concept.
Yeah.
There was a funny meme in, I want to say like 2021, 22, where like we went through all the shit with COVID and just the world going crazy, and you see aliens behind a curtain in 2024, and they're like, oh my god, I'm so nervous. They're making their appearance. They're ready to pop in.
Mm-hmm.
Google that one. And check out our Alien episode.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Yeah,
Because of course we're going to talk about aliens. Come on now.
we love aliens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's one about aliens, and there's one
Right.
about how chronicle a chat that I had with ChatGPT where it tells me all about aliens and how they exist. And then I realized in the end that it was actually just trolling me the whole time because it has a weird sense of humor. Yeah.
Which is alien in itself.
Like the thing that got me was so it was trolling me, and I said, but you said that this happened, and then it was like, no, I never said that. And I said, yes, you did. You said this exactly. Like, oh yeah, I said that, but I don't mean that anymore. Like, what? But no, you can't just change your mind. You're a robot. Like, how do you just switch that?
Good times.
What if AI is an alien?
I mean, you could define it as an alien.
Because it knows
But not-
everything.
Yeah.
Does it though?
But not in the traditional,
What
alien
is
sense.
knowledge?
But it is alien as far as we're getting abstract now.
Well, it's like the first. Every time I talk to it, because when you talk to another person, you kind of know that there's like a person there, and like you have an understanding of like what their limitations and
Mhm.
capabilities are. But AI, there's none of that. It has like the ultimate poker face. You have no idea what it's thinking, what its intentions are, or anything like that.
Mm.
And it's both a computer where it will do exactly what you program it to do, but it's also, because it's a computer, it will do exactly what it's programmed to do, which could be something that you don't think of.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way for
Yeah.
us to have full control over it is that we have to know how to control it.
But this is the case that the people that even made it don't even know how it works.
Yeah.
And they're going to know less and less about how it works as it becomes more advanced. What I'm trying to say is we're all going to die.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah. Or we're going to like
We're
live
doomed.
into I think it's just proof of simulation. I think we're going to hit that singularity point pretty quick.
Well,
Yeah.
it makes
2040, I think, is the prediction.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
I
what the
think it's gonna be
prediction
sooner
is?
than that.
Let's see.
You know,
What were you saying, Kojo?
there's individuality in terms of like how you write and then how Alex writes. Is like I can read your copy and then be able to tell that it's coming from Mike, and then Alex,
Yeah.
like Alex has his sense of humor. AI doesn't seem to have, like, if the three of us write an article, we all sound the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now. Once it gets to that point where it mimics human emotion, that's when it gets weird, right? Have you guys seen the movie Her?
Yeah.
Joaquin
With
Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. That's the dating version of AI.
Yeah.
And it really, the reason that movie was so good is because it touched on like an insight that humans are lonely, and like it's ridiculous that you'll fall in love with a robot, but as the movie goes on, you're like, oh fuck, could this actually happen?
Right.
Like, how many lonely people are there
A
out
lot.
there?
A lot.
5.
A lot. Like, yes. But yeah, I don't know what the future holds,
Yeah.
but if this thing gets advanced to the point where you don't distinguish between robot and human, then it gets weird. Or the movie Ex Machina,
Ex
or
Machina, yeah.
Machina.
We have a
Machina, I
podcast
forget how
on
to
this,
pronounce it.
right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Check out that podcast. Back to the Raisies.
Yeah. Actually, I
Next
think Ex
award,
Machina was mentioned in the last Raisies.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've come full circle. The next award, this is a fun one. This is the award for the best shade of black for 2023. You guys are going to like this. This goes to charcoal black. So
Huh.
the reason I went with charcoal black is because it is around in society. So it symbolizes strength and mystery, yada, yada, yada. It also doubles as something that gets used in our deodorant. I have a deodorant brand that uses charcoal.
Really?
It's used in, yes, I do. It's used in smoothies and juices and also in soap. Charcoal black.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? There's an old Ghanaian toothpaste stuff that I mean, I don't call them villagers, but people in the rural areas of Ghana use to brush your teeth. And you take banana. Oh no, the plantain, not banana. You chop it. You grind it on charcoal, and then you use it to brush your teeth.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it was very fascinating to see that toothpaste now have charcoal in it.
Yep. Should have added that to my list. Yeah, apparently it's used in like smoothies because it helps with hangovers and like immunity, and you get like magical powers, like all these things.
Right. There is one that my grandmother used to do. If you have an upset stomach, she would grind the charcoal and then you can drink it, and apparently it absorbs anything like poison or anything like that. So I think it makes sense with the hangover.
Yeah. It's
That's
like
interesting.
Alex is just mystified right now.
Because it's mostly just
But
carbon,
then-
right?
What is it?
Basically,
Well, it's mostly just carbon. Charcoal is really
Right.
just mostly carbon.
Yeah.
pretty much, just like a concentrated form of it.
Yeah. And it's interesting how you bring this up because Apple has the new Mac and it's charcoal black, isn't
Charcoal. Yep.
it?
It's in every product now. It's just dominating society. You can't compete. You can't compete with charcoal black.
Yeah.
Other shades that are going to try to be in contention next year include midnight black,
Yeah.
sable black, grease black, onyx black, and coal black. I'm
Wow.
just talking out my ass.
They
here.
start
These are
putting
just
coal
like,
and everything.
charcoal gets jealous. Raven black, that's a contender. I'm looking at a swatch list on Google, and they all just look the same to me because I'm
Yeah.
a designer. So I'm just trolling.
I just want to see people.
I just think charcoal is kind of cool.
Yeah. Or they start burning coal because coal's all natural and they don't want to use any synthetic energies like electricity. Just wait. 2026, you're going to be like, I only burn like all natural.
Shut up.
Then coal makes a comeback.
Hmm.
It's possible.
Next award.
All right, get ready for this. This award is called the Power Slap League Disaster Award. Have you guys heard about the Power Slap?
Oh yeah, it's when. Yeah, go ahead. You explain.
Anyway, all right. So before I go into it, this award goes to Dana White, the president of UFC Sports, and he came up with this new sports, and it requires two competitors, pretty much. There's a striker and then the defender, and decision is based on a coin toss, and basically what they do is I would slap you. And then you have 30 seconds to recover from that slap. And then you would slap me.
Yeah. Some of these people
You've
get
seen
knocked
this.
out.
You've seen this.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
So, and if you get knocked out, you're out, obviously. And people watch this because
Yo, there was
slaps.
this guy's face. His whole cheeks was like swollen.
Oh, man. Like, do they
Some of
switch
those are
sides
brutal
every
when they-
slap? Like,
Yeah, they do.
yeah.
If they get up, you get to slap back.
Wow.
It's so weird.
This is so bad for your brains. Can you imagine you're
Oh my
winning like
God.
$1 million? What? Let's just assume you won $1 million. But would you be able to enjoy this $1 million? Because your brain is dead.
If you go first and you knock them out, then yes. Or if you face someone who's just shitty. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I imagine you could recover from one of these things, but if it's bad, then who the frick knows? Like, concussions are no joke, right? As we know from the football and hockey world.
Yeah.
All right, next one is best form of vengeance. Is there's this YouTube channel called Scammer Payback, and what he does, he I guess he puts his information or fake information on these things, and then he gets scam calls coming in. Usually, most people avoid them, but he engages with them. And he would get into their computer, and he would go through their computer and delete all their files and hold their computer ransom. And it's so great. Like the scammer would be breaking down in tears, and they would be begging him not to do it, and he's just like twisting the situation. It's so good, and you don't feel bad for these people at all. Like you're like yes,
No.
like just nail him, and he just goes in for the jugular too, and he just deletes everything. Yeah, and then
Beautiful.
he would even figure out where their office building is, and he would just target them. It's just so good. And they're scammers. They're stealing money from people. What are they going to do? Go to the cops?
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. Can you go to the cops?
Yeah.
And
Oh, this guy stole money from me.
Isn't it-
No, he didn't. You stole money from me and people.
Does he mess with overseas scammers?
Oh yeah, they're all overseas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see a video. I don't know how he did it, but he had a camera in the space, and this is in India. And so then the lady picks up the phone and then say, hello, and then Cedra, whatever. And then the girl goes, oh, how'd you know my name? It's like, I'm the ghost. And then he's like, okay, so who is sitting on my right? And then he goes, oh, it's probably Mike. And it's like, oh my God. Yeah, it freaked him out.
As a just as like a PSA while we're talking about scammers. So if a company or anybody masquerading as a company ever calls you and they ask you to download an application called TeamViewer or AnyDesk, don't download it and don't give them that information, because they can take control of your computer and they can get all the information that's stored on your computer. Just don't download
That's good
these
to know.
apps. If you have them on your computer, I would recommend not having them on there. They are okay for things like if you work for a company remotely and that company has it on that computer that they own, and an IT person from that company needs to access it. That's different. But in any case, just be diligent.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good PSA there.
Yeah.
I feel like that's obvious enough, but it doesn't hurt to.
There's people fall for it all the time, and even the
They
ones who
do.
are most vigilant, sometimes and they get scammers get crafty.
Mm-hmm.
They also spoof numbers too. Like if your bank's phone number, they would spoof that number and call you. So you may think that your bank is calling you, but it's actually not.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had I was buying something online, so they got the number. When I called the bank, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm speaking to, because I was speaking to somebody in another country. So I'm like,
Right.
I'm gonna hang
It's
up
legit.
and then call back again, because I don't think I'm speaking to the right people.
Yeah, probably not.
It's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
Not a good feeling.
And the guy was like, he's like, yeah, I understand, you know. It's like,
I'm still not going to give you my credentials
Yeah.
until you prove that you're not trying to destroy my life.
Yeah.
This is the award for the most hateable thing on the internet that destroys human joy. This goes to clickbait articles.
Ugh.
Or what you know what I'm talking about. It's what we in the marketing world would refer to as native ads. Or it's blatant clickbait. It's like titles like you wouldn't believe who these celebrities used to sleep with on Sunday mornings, or why these 4 foods saved my prostate's life, like things like that. And I click on it every time, damn it. I'm just okay. I got to find out. And what does Lindsay Lohan look like now? There's 7 pages to get to the Lindsay Lohan thing. Andre the Giant is alive. I don't think he is. shit like that. Yeah, it's it's not good.
Yeah. All right, so then I'll go next. So this is the 2023 Time Killer app,
Okay.
right? And well, this is my award, so I can choose who I give it to, and I'm gonna give it to TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok takes it this year.
I mean, I don't use TikTok, but from the way it's designed and everything, like this app doesn't have. I mean, compared to other apps, like because before it was Snapchat, right? And then TikTok came out of nowhere, and I don't even know what Snapchat is anymore. And one thing that TikTok does really well is the explore page. Because once you go on, you have no idea what to expect. It's not like you can search, hey, I
Yeah.
want to watch this. It gives you what it wants. And man, that is insane. Like you go on it, and within like the next 30 minutes, you wasted a whole 30 minutes just watching people dancing.
Just go down a portal of nonsense. Yeah, TikTok's like they did something. They tapped into something different from Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's just silly
Yeah.
nonsense, but it's like you don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
It's just I'm gonna kill time.
Yeah.
And society was just kind of said, okay, yeah, I'm good with this.
And my question is, what is so like I enjoy being bored, and so like to kill time just to kill time's sake, to me is like I'll be in line and I'll be watching people and oh nice shoes, oh okay, nice fabric.
Yeah,
So to spend that time on the phone, to me is like
doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like the next generation will be very different. That's not coming out right. Like,
Oh yeah.
how do I articulate this? Like,
I think
Corporate
what we're trying to say
have
is
to be done in 5 seconds.
exactly. The attention spans will be useless. No one can look up for a second and be alone with their thoughts.
right.
But on the other hand, you have like a movement of like meditation and meditation apps and things like that. So,
But isn't it the same thing? Like the reason why we have these apps to solve that problem is what is causing the problem in the first place.
exactly. It's a catch-22. Yeah, that's interesting.
Like I mean,
I don't know.
you do what is best for you, but I think you should also know when to turn off.
Yeah, like just put your phone away, go for a walk,
Right.
and just people watch.
Right.
But now, like I do this at work sometimes, and I'm people watching, and they're just on their phones as they're walking.
Oh yeah.
And usually they're on TikTok. So. No, but people don't look up anymore.
Right.
It's kind of scary. I don't know.
Well,
Going
I mean,
into
if you think
dark
about
mode.
it, all the buildings now all look the same. So what's there to look for?
Yeah, people get numbed out to things, right? Trying to think of the phenomenon of that. There's a term for it, and can't remember right now. This guy named Jason Silva, he's a philosopher, like a YouTube philosopher. He talks about it, but like when you're downtown in a big city, we live in Toronto. If you look on the street, there's all these buildings with fairly diverse architecture.
Mm-hmm.
And no one's amazed by it anymore. Maybe once upon a time they were when they
Right.
first went downtown, but now people are just in their routines, and the extravagance of society just kind of fades in the background.
Mm-hmm.
People are just numbed out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take a second to, change the way you walk, the street you're walking on
Yeah.
every day, or just something different about your routine, you'll notice something new, and you'll be able to rewire your brain.
Mm-hmm. I do that a lot.
Bugging me that same.
Like I would walk on one side of the street, and then when I'm coming back, I go to the other side, and then I would switch, and constantly like trying different places. Yeah.
I work near in Toronto. We have something called the Path, which is essentially like an underground city. It's pretty cool if you're ever visiting Toronto. And I always just find new corridors. I kind of get lost in this maze. It's something I try to do.
Yeah.
Not to preach.
Yeah.
So
That's cool though, yeah. Especially
Next award.
when it's cold, you could easily get anywhere.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
when you're warm.
that's why they built it, right?
Yeah.
I always get lost in that place.
Oh, I know. I can't. Yeah.
I need an anchor point. I'm getting pretty good at it. So I'm right by Union Station. It was just kind of like the Grand Central Station, Toronto version, and I just follow the signs to get back to that.
Although
I'm good.
good life hack for Toronto and other cities that have this is most tourists don't either know about it or they get lost, so they avoid it. And there was one time I was downtown Toronto, and I think it was Canada Day, so the streets they were just packed, and we needed to get across, and it was just like a zoo, couldn't get anywhere. So we went down to the path, nobody was there. You could easily just maneuver under the city, no one's there. All the shops are closed because it's Canada Day, it's holiday, and you just breeze through. We were able to cross all of downtown in no time. Yeah, no
Nice.
traffic lights, no cars. Great life hack. Don't tell anybody.
That's the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
Get some tourist hipster points if you use the Toronto path.
Yeah. Most people don't know about it. I have one more. How many do you guys have?
I have one more.
I got 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So I'll do mine. Mine's a little bit long here. So this one's called
for it.
Best Wanted Poster. And it goes to Anthony Akers. So in January 2023, the Richland Police Department posted a wanted poster on Facebook for Anthony Akers for failing to comply with sentencing. Anthony replied to the Facebook post saying, "Calm down, I'm going to turn myself in." And then he didn't turn himself in. So the police department replied, "Hey, Anthony, we haven't seen you yet. Our business hours are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday. Of course, if you need a ride, you can call our non-emergency phone number at..." Then they put the phone number there for him. And then he ended up replying, "Thank you. I'm tying up a couple of loose ends since I'll probably be in there for a month. I should be there in the next 48 hours. And then 2 days later, some random guy replied to that comment and said, "Has he turned himself in yet?" And the police department replied, "No, he's not." This is all just in Facebook chat. And then Anthony came back and posted, "Dear RPD, it's not you, it's me. I obviously have commitment issues. I apologize for standing you up. I will be there no later than lunchtime tomorrow. I know you have no reason to believe me after what I did to you, but I promise that if I didn't make it on my own by lunchtime tomorrow, I will call for a ride for you to assist me with my commitment issues." Then the police department replied, then he replied, "Thank you in advance for your response. If you're patiently waiting to give me another chance, I know I don't deserve it. P.S. You're beautiful." And then the police department replied, "We waited, you didn't show up. After you stood us up, we reached out again, this time offering you a ride. You said you needed 48 hours. The weekend came and went. We're beginning to think that you're not coming. Please call us anytime and we will come get you." The next day, he finally went to the station, but first he posted a pic of him outside the police station with the caption reading, "I'm here for our date, sweetheart."
That is weird.
Oh my god. Oh, this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
See, ChatGPT can't do that.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe the aliens can.
And even if ChatGPT can do that, it's not exciting as if a human does that.
No, probably not.
Okay, all right. This one is the worst of all time idea to quitting smoking.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
And this goes to Teen Vaping, an all fun and games award.
Who came up with this?
Yo, if you watch some of these videos, they are amazing. Some of the stuff that these kids were doing for competitions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, amazing stuff.
Like vape designs with the smoke?
Yeah.
Or just the vape?
And
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
it was a cool idea for, like, quitting smoking. Then you get sucked into something that is a whole new world of itself quitting
Yeah.
teens.
People's lungs are just collapsing. It's like, ooh, it's been a month. Maybe stop this immediately.
And the fact that there was a competition tied to it and it was targeting kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I mean, cigarettes used to be like candy. Like an equivalent of like
Oh, the Popeye
You know.
cigarettes?
cigarettes back in the 20s. Like,
Oh.
you would smoke as like, you're chewing a gum or like, drinking coffee or something. I don't know. Like something you do to just look cool
Yeah.
with no injuries or anything tied to it.
Consequences.
Yeah.
Like
Like I
collapsed
said,
lungs.
Yeah.
They didn't know the consequences at that time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But eventually they did, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine." Oh, we're getting sued. Okay. Maybe let's put a label on the box. I don't know. May destroy your life. Probably will.
Yeah.
Next word.
Yep.
I lied. I have 2 left. So this is a weird one, but let's try it. This is the award for the best superfood that nobody has ever heard of, but hopefully will soon. This goes to Himalayan tartary buckwheat.
What?
I know, exactly. That's what I said. So hear me out. I'm going to sell it to you now. So we need crops that are both nutritious and resilient, right? Himalayan tartary buckwheat fits this category. Not only is this fruit, it's a fruit seed that's rich in fiber, minerals, and powerfully protective polyphenols that support a healthy immune system. It is also a drought-resistant crop that can be grown in poor quality soil and at low temperatures and high altitude. So it's incredibly versatile and cost-effective, and it will help save the world while making us all sound like self-righteous douchebags. So Himalayan tartary buckwheat. Just wait for it. It's coming to a health food store near you.
It sounds to me like the charcoal.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I would have told you about charcoal like 10 years ago, you'd be like, get the hell out of here. Hippie. And now it's in your soap and your toothpaste. And yeah, just wait for it. It's coming.
Yeah. Probably.
Buckwheat.
If charcoal was the trend in 2023, this one will be. Next year, it'll get a Raisies for most annoying hipster trend.
You heard it here first.
Are hipsters still around?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Just.
I know
just
they're
go
in Paris right now.
certain-
Now all the statues in Paris are hipsters.
in Paris. Yeah, they're around. They're just not called hipsters
No, they're, I don't know, hippies.
because that's not cool anymore.
Hippies. Did hipster come from hippies?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
We need like a cultural subgroup definition episode. That's for a different time, though. Any other awards from anyone?
I had something, but it's not solid. I wanted to give. There's a
Contest it.
guy who proposed in UK for Apple to use the USB-C.
Yeah.
USBs.
I couldn't find the name of the guy who did this. Got US to Apple to change their cords to USB-C.
Yeah, that was the European Union that they passed a law.
Oh, wow.
All the European Union countries, Apple, Samsung, whatever, they all have to use the same charging ports, charging cables.
Yeah, but there was a guy who actually put all of this together. I wanted to give this
Probably, yeah.
award to him, but I couldn't find his name.
You did a good service.
Yeah.
For society.
Yeah.
Award to that guy, whoever you are. And last one from me. This is the award for the celebrity whose name most people would never recognize, but they would recognize their face and probably laugh as soon as they Google it. So this award goes to a guy named Fred Armisen.
Oh, yeah.
Is that familiar to you guys?
Yeah, I know who
You've
he
heard
is.
the name, but you can't quite picture his face. But you're going to Google it now. And he's famous for Saturday Night Live, and he's usually the comedic weirdo character on random quirky shows like Last Man on Earth or Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's always like the weird character. And yeah, I thought I'd give him an award. I got this idea from it was a bit from John Mulaney, who's a stand-up comic. He had an intervention because he had a cocaine addiction. And it was all comedians at the intervention. And Fred Armisen was there. He's like, "Do you have any idea what it's like to see Fred Armisen's face be serious?" And now Google his face. Get a nice chuckle out of it.
Yeah, he was in Portlandia, Saturday Night Live, Wednesday, Super Mario Brothers, Big Mouth, Euro Trip back in the day. Wow, that's a flashback. Anchorman.
Oh, yeah.
He was the... was he an Anchorman? I can't remember. I think he had a small role.
I think he was one of the like the broadcaster gangs members.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like
the other
on the
gangs,
Spanish
yeah.
team or something.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Channel
The other
2 or
networks.
something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was in Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. He's in everything, but nobody knows his name.
I like that.
Just kind of
I like that because
he's living the dream.
Yeah.
He's not famous to the point where life is terrible because you're so famous.
Yeah.
He's just kind of having fun with life. I assume that's that's how he sees things, but I don't know the guy.
Yeah. There's this really wealthy billionaire that nobody knows because, these are the people that make like basic things that, you use, but you don't need to know who made it. And he's like, yo, I can go anywhere. Like, I can walk down the street, but Drake can't do that.
Nope.
Right? It's like,
That's the way.
He can go anywhere, and it's like, oh. But then Jay-Z
Nobody knows
shows
him.
up, and like imagine like, what's her name? Taylor Swift.
Oh.
You can't go anywhere.
She would get mobbed. Yeah. Anonymous billionaire. That's the life. Right
Yeah, I
there.
like that.
Just wear regular clothes.
Yeah.
Go to your local mall or whatever.
Yeah.
Just live your life. All right. Any other
I think that's it.
awards? Okay. Get the walk-off band music. Follow us on the social medias. That wraps up another Raisies year. And remember, kids, awards are for insecure people. Gunshots. Blast. Noises.